on as a kid.
Dude, yellow's so good. So good.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where even now, like looking at the Pokemon Go, I've seen times where I'm like, oh, hey, it's a silhouette of this Pokemon, and my friends are like, excuse me? That is a slow poke, not a slow bro. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Oh, God.
Rip. Losers semifinals. Arkansas up against Houston. At least I believe that Phi and Kenta are from Arkansas. Have to double check that for sure.
Bunch of checks coming in. Meta Knight thinks he's cool, flipping his cape. Fight me.
Now this issue that we had with these characters being on the lighter end of the spectrum, I feel like we're really going to be seeing this, especially with a team comp where you have a character whose sole purpose is just to constantly tack on damage.
Yes.
Combined with a character who can rack up the percent.
Piles on the damage.
Yeah, pile it on.
Sounds like a bulldozer. Like, yeah, just back it up. Just leave it all here. All of it.
Let's see how this plays out. Krebs. Ooh, actually, I like it. Initially, he's going to be playing a bit more aggressive, just trying to like contest some of the area, making it so that it almost like tells your opponent, like, hey, you can't just expect this one thing from me for the entire game. It's nice. I do love how those pots like actually just like fall right off of the platform.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like if like Link's dash attack, like the greatest leap you've ever seen in your entire life,
which, like,
you know?
you do in the Zelda games.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever like jump off something and then press the attack button, he does like the huge leap swing.
I mean,
that would be really hype.
You like always get hit like every single time, but still, man, it just feels so good.
Like you like fall a little short on where you're trying to get where you're trying to land and just like fall into an abyss.
Well, Red has certainly put no shortage on damage, but Phi, huge confirmed there. That F smash. Getting them back into the game, actually getting them into the lead now. Again, though, Meta Knight and Mewtwo, very light characters. It won't take much for them to lose these stocks, especially Kenta, who's sitting at 122. Perfect play from ShadowFox, leaping over the down smash and then getting the back air afterwards. Really smart plays.
Good punishment on the forward air. Very good punishment. Getting the alley-oop after that up smash. Maybe not the best place to DI to after that, getting hit by it.
Phi is just doing all of the right things. He knows he can't be playing the singles-oriented Meta Knight, but he is playing the doubles-oriented style so perfectly, coming in quick with those F-smash punishes and just lingering in the air whenever his brother gets those up smashes to confirm with that shuttle loop. Everything is going in their favor right now. Stock count is tied, but ShadowFox on his final stock still has so much fight in him, racking on a great deal of percentage onto this blue squadron. Now, is the priority taking out ShadowFox again, or are you looking at Krebs?
I would definitely take out Krebs, just because he's at such a high percent. I mean, Fox is gimpable, but neither of these characters are like, amazing at covering his recovery, so it would be taking kind of a risk to go off stage. At the very least, like, knock Krebs away if they do want to focus on the finishing the last Fox stock.
ShadowFox able to find the stock. Oh, tried to look for the up smash. Not going to be able to get it on Phi yet. But I think about, yeah, right here, that's when that down air into up smash should be enough to actually take out Phi, despite the fact that Meta Knight is a faster faller.
Nice use of the block. Little baby damage, but always cute.
It helped him just like win that exchange.
Yeah.
And it gave them a little bit of that control that they needed. Still, the damage, it continues to pile on, just as we had expected. Phi looking for a drop, ends up actually getting a beautiful dimensional cape, but Krebs with a great punish. That back throw, such a strong KO option, and it's not one that you really expect.
Yeah, Villager, not a character you see people grabbing with all the time, since the grab is not the greatest. Kind of like that mid-range between a tether grab and a normal grab.
Yeah, but that's part of that long-term conditioning, too. When you're constantly throwing out those projectiles at your opponent, they're instinctively putting up that shield. You don't throw the projectile for 1 second, you opt for the grab, and you win with a really big punish. Speaking of big punishes, oh my god! Phi going huge right now. And we got to talk about Kenta. He's playing the support role so perfectly, just setting up Phi time and time again. Quick tilt.
From ShadowFox.
And I will say, going up against a Meta Knight in a 2v1 is so tough. He's already a character who's just engineered to punish you for any of the whiffs that you make. And the fact that you're constantly being baited by another opponent, pretty scary. But right there, back air is going to take Kenta out of the picture. Now ShadowFox up against Fi. Fi is sitting at that percentage where if he gets hit by a down air, another one like that, and it's very possible that we could see an up smash finish to actually close out this first game.
Oh, kind of wild on that smash, but wow, the grounded movement so fast, still managing to cover him. Meta Knight, I mean, he's got those aerial jumps, so he can drift around pretty well, but his movement in the air is not particularly impressive. A fast character like Fox will be able to run him down.
ShadowFox clutching it out on the 2v1. We've seen so many 2v1 clutches tonight.
Seriously,
it's been ridiculous.
It's kind of insane, actually.
Like, it's just too high.
Yeah.
You know, again, I really liked the style that we saw from the brothers. Just being controlling their appropriate zones. What I need to see is Krebs being able to sort of negate that, right?
Right.
I want to be able to see Krebs constantly just pestering out Kenta, not allowing him to set up underneath Fi so we can actually get some of those up smashes into the shuttle loops. I want to see him be like that insect of sorts that's constantly buzzing in your ear and you just don't know where it is.
Alternately, what he could actually do is let ShadowFox control the ground and just pester Fi in the air.
Right.
I mean, Villager is a character that can attack safely. I mean, he can full hop and use forward airs and such. So, I mean, similar to like that, which he's actually may actually be trying to do now. I mean, Fox is a very fast character. He will be able to combat opponents on the ground. So if he can keep Fi out of the air and stop Kenta from turning those exchanges into huge rewards against Fi, I think that would also be a very legitimate strategy.
And especially with this team comp, if you can bait Fi into doing like an air dodge and you see ShadowFox right underneath him with those strong up airs, that's a huge punish.
Yeah.
Whereas on stage, if we saw Krebs just constantly go for Kenta, then what would end up happening is he'd be able to just quickly, like, just perfect shields over and over again, whereas Fi playing this aerial game doesn't have those same options.
Right. Yeah, and air dodging nowhere near as safe as just simply trying to power shield looking on the ground. Interesting down air use, covering all that space. Very meaty hitbox to catch that small weak window in the get up.
Fox just feels like that perfect weight for Meta Knight to combo to bits.
Yes. Krebs being a little ballsy off stage.
Yeah. Ooh. Fi, right idea. Just waiting out the air dodge. Just wasn't quick enough on the punish. Meanwhile, ShadowFox controls center, doesn't allow Kenta to land.
Very good decision there. I liked falling through the tree. It's a pretty scary spot to be up there fighting against his opponent, even at relatively low percent. If ShadowFox had come up and gotten some up air strings, that could have spelled doom.
Oh man, he was trying to focus on all of the projectiles except for the tree at that very moment. The one thing that if you had thrown it back would have been monumental. Kenta losing that stock, combined with both Krebs and ShadowFox at three apiece, makes this a near impossible mountain to climb, I will say. Looking all but wrapped up, but let's see if Fi and Kenta still have what it takes to at least bring it to a very close game. Back air says otherwise.
Krebs riding it on the gyro. Interesting up B, actually getting over the movement from Fi, but still loses the stock to the back air. Red, however, still 2 full stocks in the lead.
What's key to making the comeback? Is it just gimping Fox?
Gimping Fox staying alive, not getting hit by any up smashes, any bowling balls. But yeah, and they need to not get hit by Fox up air strings like that. That's so much damage on Fi now.
Too much.
It's too much. It's going to be really hard to make this comeback.
Wow, Krebs. Oh, man.
Yeah, excellent setup on the tree there. Would have been aiming to hit that 2-frame from Mewtwo's up B, so, Kenta tried to pull back a little bit to not make it happen.
That was like the divide and conquer.
Yes.
It's like you take everybody on the left, I'll take everybody on the right. Got it. No problem.
Calling down the airstrikes from the tree.
That is the airstrike, man. Jeez. Poke stops.
Yo.
Yup. These tops, man, they're too good.
That's very important.
Seriously, shouts out to FX for constantly putting up the lures.
It is really cool.
It's really nice. It's like, hey, you like to play Smash? You like to play Pokemon? We got you covered.
It's also kind of like an ingenious idea as far as like marketing
Oh,
goes. To be like, hey guys, come play at our tournaments and also get tons of Pokemon items.
Oh yeah. Smart. Lures are great. I read some articles on how I think Nintendo's planning on letting businesses pay like a premium, so they can have like rare Pokemon show up at their businesses.
Interesting.
Just to attract like customers, which would be so cool. Pokemon marketing. What the hell?
I mean, makes sense to me.
The catch 'em all strategies. Too real. Cephalodon. We're going into 2.5 hours of casting. It's feeling like a top 8 right now.
It does.
Except it's like just like
a
barrage, you know?
All the matches have been good, though, so that's always, that makes it, on our end, it makes it a lot more exciting, a lot more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And it hasn't, you know, gone on to the far reaches of the night yet. We are not yet into the early AMs, so still got energy. It's nice.
I'm thinking that we're going to be going to the AMs tonight. Let me check, actually, not Pokestops, but how many entrants we have.
That's a good idea.
And then afterwards a Pokestop.
So you had to guess, it'd probably be
97.
97, okay. Nice.
24 teams, 97 singles entrants, just shy of the triple digits.
We actually, so at the Arcadian for Smash 4 last weekend, we had 40 teams.
40 teams?
40 teams.
What?
It's insane. It was so packed.
How was the Arcadian, by the way?
It was pretty good. I didn't stay around for the whole thing since I'm banned for singles. I just did doubles. But yeah, lots of people. Seemed like people had a good time.
I think it was MPH, Rosalina Main from Houston, who ended up taking the whole thing.
I believe so.
Yeah, with Milky Coco taking second. And then posting the Aerolink-esque I tried. Oh.
Gonna miss Aerolink, but I don't blame Trey at all for banning him from the store for what happened.
Yeah. That's
it's one thing whenever, you know, you're just being salty, another thing whenever you're actually damaging the business of the place you're holding tournaments at.
True.
Yeah, we can forget that very easily sometimes here, since this is literally our home away from home, that, you know, we are actually in Trey's place of business, and we do have to try to respect their store rules and, you know, not chase off their customers with
with sodium.
With sodium. Giant
mounds,
mountains, Everests of sodium.
I think he'll be back. Hopefully. It's gonna be a while, but
yeah, it'll.
Hopefully it'll come back. Anyway, some folks sending me their squad on on Twitter. Let's see what we got. Oh, Captain Sheik, starting off with a nice, cute little baby squad. I like it. Just very young, very low key. Got the Poliwags and the Pidgeys all day. I'm telling you, man, you save those Pidgeys, right? Save all of them.
Right, yeah.
Get that lucky egg on lock.
Especially if you haven't actually gotten a Pidgeotto or a Pidgeot yet, because you get like double the experience for evolving, or if you get 500 for evolving a Pokemon, and then you get 500 for catching a new Pokemon or evolving into a new Pokemon you don't have already. So if you have that on deck for the lucky egg, you get a lot of experience.
That double XP life? It's pretty nice.
It is.
Also, do you see this new Pokemon, man?
Oh yeah, the
Doodlebob, basically.
I forget what it's called.
It's Doodlebob. Mimikyu?
Mimikyu, I think is.
Yeah.
It's pretty adorable.
Doodlebob, man.
Doodlebob.
or Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's the other thing that I saw when I looked at it.
Right, yeah.
I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
It's totally Plank. I mean, come on, y'all.
You're not wrong.
Does anybody in chat even remember Ed, Edd n Eddy? There's times when, in chat, though, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes, like, I know Smash 4 has, like a younger audience, and sometimes I worry that they don't know the hotness, man. The kids next door. I mean, I guess that was probably around their time. But I'm talking about, like, the old school hotness, man. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Ed, Edd n Eddy. So good. Old episodes of Arthur were the truth.
I don't know that I watched Arthur at all as a kid. But
it's a simple message, man. It comes from the heart.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. That's actually the theme song.
Is it?
It's great. Trust me. Arthur. I'm a fan. I'm very much a fan. Hey! Hey!
Ceci is in a singles match currently, so we're waiting on him until we get into more doubles goodness.
So we're talking about Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Talking about Evo. What other Pokemon strats do you have?
But yeah, other than the lucky egg one, saving evolutions, I can't really think of too many big ones.
Do you know the catching Pokemon tricks?
I know about like curveballing. I don't know. I haven't figured out exactly. So you can curveball by just like drawing a curve as your finger, and that will curveball. And you can also like spin it.